Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's Shaima from Nearest University again for a new session of Let's Be Connected. Let's Be Connected is our new program, our newest program, which is targeting a big audience of students, officers, prospective students, as well as lecturers and administrative and academic staff from our university on the same platform in order to, as the name suggests, to keep connected no matter what the situation. So today we have another honorable guest, which I'm going to introduce in a bit. So today's session is going to be based on the computer engineering department. So whoever is watching us, feel free to ask us our questions. Feel free to ask us your questions, sorry. So I'm now going to welcome Professor Dr. Rahib Abiyev, the head of the Department of Computer Engineering, who has agreed to be today's guest. Dear Professor, welcome.
Good afternoon, dear Shema Hanam. First of all, I thank you for the kind invitation. I hope that our speech information about computer engineering and the problems that we will discuss here will be helpful for the students and listeners.
Definitely, definitely. You're very welcome. It's our honor to have you here, sir. So to begin with, I'm going to ask you some questions, if you don't mind, so that we can just jump into the today's session. So the first question, like you said, you are the head of the computer engineering department. You are the best person to be able to shed light on this program. So can you tell us a bit on what does this program, this department cover?
It is very wide topic. Computer engineering integrates together computer science and electrical engineering. The future advancement in digital technology, computer networking, and computer system. Computer engineers use the extensive knowledge of hardware and software design and computer programming to make computing platforms and applications more efficient and effective. They integrate the latest innovation and develop new computer hardware and software applications and enhance the capabilities of networks and systems. Computer engineers focus on innovation, making computing systems more safer, faster, and powerful. There are two main directions in computer engineering: hardware and software engineering. Hardware engineers focus their skill on computer system and component, designing microprocessor, circuit boards, microcontroller, and other embedded devices. On software side, this engineer design different algorithms, create, test, and debug programs and applications that run on computer. In this program, they are solving different engineering problems that are designing different techniques for problem solution. Department of Computer Engineering offers bachelor degree for undergraduate, master and PhD degree for postgraduate students for their academic interest and market needs. Undergraduate computer engineering students are studying wide area of subject, including computer organization, different programming language, communication, data structure, algorithm, control system, electronics, microprocessor, and artificial intelligence. Students are exposed to broad spectrum of computer hardware and software engineering courses within phases of embedded system. Our graduate programs are research-oriented and lead toward Master of Science and Doctor of Philosophy degree. Graduate students Research facilities are available in embedded system, artificial intelligence, with the application of different innovative technologies. Using core research areas, our faculty are expanding the base knowledge through a set of referred publications. About this question, that's all.
It's very nice to see that it's so vast because you have mentioned so many other departments such as electrical engineering, and software engineering. So you see that it is interdepartmental. So I think our prospective students will see that this is not something very restricted. It is very vast.
Of course.
Their choices are very vast. Thank you for your answer, sir. So, what can you maybe tell students about the assessment methods that you will use to assess them once they are in class? What do you use to assess them? Maybe examination or presentations, etc. Can you elaborate on this, please?
Different methods can be used for assessment of students. We have a handbook for evaluation of students. Selection of one of other methods depend on learning outcomes. Students today are bombarded with digital technology. Not only they are familiar with technology, they are expected to use digital technology in all aspects of their lives, including home, university. Nowadays, we are using this technology for lecturing, for assessment of students. I want to mention some of them, important one. They are conditionally divided formal and informal methods. For example, midterm and final exam, it is a very important assessment method used for the lecturer. Next one, quiz, excellent way assessment for student learning, especially for online evaluation. Quiz answer can take number of forms from short answer to the multiple choice. They are short and easy to access. And the second one, by randomizing, student can have unique quiz. Next one, homework assessment. It is more used method in offline and online learning. And we extensively use this method for assessment of students. Next one, project and reports. We are using this one basically for assessment of postgraduate students. Essay, short essay, research papers. What these are formal method of assessment. Also, there are some informal methods of assessment, such as portfolio for each student, class discussion, self-reflection. All these methods can be used for evaluation of student for assessment purpose.
Thank you. You in the faculty, you in the department rather, you have a mixture of assessment methods. So you don't really resort only to examination. So it gives the students some sort of chance to catch up. For example, if they didn't perform well in an exam, they have the chance to catch up via other methods. Correct?
Of course. We are using basically lecturer use midterm and final exam, but besides that one, we can use homework assignment, projects in order to evaluate students, to assess them. And there are different kind of method, and we are all efficiently using evaluation of the student.
Thank you. So, keeping the same context, can you maybe tell us what advice you can give to students when it comes to understanding? We have talked about the assessment methods. We have talked about exams, homeworks, etc. But what about when they are in class? What advice can you give them to better understand what is being taught? How can they learn better in class? Some tricks, maybe.
Oh, okay. Nowadays, we are providing extensive list of materials for students for their courses. I think one of the success of computer engineering department is a good organization and integration of theoretical and application-oriented courses. This is important point. Lecturers are giving different courses. Each theoretical course is followed by practical application. We have good laboratories. which we are using in education of students. In this lab, students are doing different laboratories related to electronics, digital logic, microprocessor, programming, and problem solving embedded system. Also, we have two research labs. This is important. The student can implement their ideas. Test their design in this research lab. Lecturers are providing extensive list of materials for studying the courses. These are lecture notes, presentation, video materials about topic, lecture records. This material can be reached at any time for the students. Students can look at our courses, records, and video materials over and over again, repeatedly. This helps students to understand the topic more clearly. That's related to the opportunities which we provided for the student for their understanding the topics.
Thank you. So we see that it's not just something that you're prescribing to students. So you guide them. You guide them throughout the program. It's very nice. I see that we have many spectators right now. They are all saying hi to you.
Thanks.
They're saying hi to their dear professor. Welcome everyone, whoever's watching us right now. So I will move to the next question, which is quite famous, summer training program. For engineering departments, we know that summer training is compulsory. So for computer engineering, can you shed more light on the summer training programs? What students have to do, and when do they have to do it? Can they do it here? Can they do it abroad? Please, Sak, if you can explain this.
Thanks a lot for the question. Computer engineering department offers 2 summer training courses. Each one continues 20 working days. Students are allowed to take the first one after graduating, approximately 20 courses. It is 4th semester. First one in introducing summer training. Students are introducing with a different digital technology, operation information center of different organization, computer network. The student can take this one in different software companies information center of different organization. Second one, summer training, is given after in the 3rd year, in 6th semester, after completion of 30 courses. Here the student need to present their ideas, design about some problem, their investigation. The computer engineering students are taking those 2 summer courses in different information centers and factories, software companies, information center of public and private sectors. That's all about that one.
So the students here, do they have guidance when it comes to summer training, where they someone who is guiding them before they go for summer training?
Of course, we have advisor of summer training courses. Any question related to summer training, they can ask from the advisor or from the chair of the department. Every time we are helping them to find some company for summer training courses. We are helping any question for the student.
It's very nice to know. So thank you again, sir. So what can you tell us about your successful students? I'm sure many prospective students, when they come here, they will want to compete with one another to top the class. So what can you say? How do you assess your successful students? What do you see in them that makes them stand out amongst the others?
It is a very interesting question, and here maybe different qualities. In my opinion, here may be the following quality for success of students in their study. First one, ability and willingness to learn. It is important attribute. Be good listener, attend the lectures, understanding the concept. It is very important criteria for measuring student. Ability to apply the result of learning, be creative, achieve the goals. Next one, discipline, managing time, be on time, solving assignment in the indicated time, passive right meaning from conversion, on the end of the result. What this is important criteria: managing relationship, respect to the elders and society. What the next one, this is also important: help others. What any academician should have this characteristic: help others. Be considerate and respectable. Show respect for school property and other students. Hand in assignment on time. Actively participate in class discussion. By my opinion, these qualities are important for the success of students.
Mhm. Thank you, sir. So, what you are saying is clearly showing us that it is a bilateral relationship. Students are not just going to come and expect the professor to just grade them. It is something you are teaching them, a lifestyle, we can say. So it's very nice. It's very nice to see this. Thank you again for your answer. So I will proceed with postgraduate studies now, because we have been talking about the undergraduate program for undergraduate department for computer engineering. But what can you tell us about the postgraduate? We do have postgraduate as well, but can you explain? Can you maybe guide the students what they should do in order to transition from bachelor's to master's in this department?
Of course, 80% of lecturers of computer engineering department are PhD graduates of computer engineering department nearest university. After completion PhD thesis, they continue to work at the department. They are teaching different courses. In the postgraduate program, the students get more specialization, broaden intellectual interest, personal achievement, move up career. But this is advantage of postgraduate students. Until now, the instructors of our department have supervised near 200 master and more than 10 PhD students. And they have successfully completed their thesis. Some of them are still working in our university. These researchers are supervised by experienced teacher of computer engineering department. Now we have near 30 master and more than 15 PhD students. They are studying in our department. From what's this student? 6 are working in our department, and they are giving different labs and lectures. Also, I can mention some important issues. Some of students which I supervise in master and PhD degree, they are instructing in different universities of the world. I can give some example. For example, one of my students is giving Arab Emirate University. Second one giving in Sudan University. Next one giving in Turkish University. They are PhD students. They are assistant. Some of them managing department. Some of them managing faculty. Also in cyber science university. And a list of these students are more. In the department, we are offering research projects for the postgraduate student, for their research interest, for their future career. One such research project was creating robotic football team of nearest university, designing solar cars. Next one is the organization Artificial Intelligence Research Lab. Research lab is equipped with 4 high-performance computers. This research lab operating on the Applied Artificial Intelligence Research Center. In this labs, our master and PhD students are doing different research projects related to artificial intelligence, control, pattern recognition, and now deep learning, very new direction in artificial intelligence. And they are preparing some research study. This is a successful result obtained in computer engineering department.
Thank you, sir. It's very nice of you to take example on from our current students as well as our alumni students. This, I believe, it's going to inspire prospective students to join us to study at our university, because they, as you said, they can go from bachelor's to master's to PhD, and from there still pursue their career, whether it's with us, whether it's abroad. It's very inspiring, I believe. You mentioned in your answer, you mentioned about career. their future career and their career planning. So related to this, I will now maybe ask you about the job opportunities. What can you say about job opportunities that those students who are graduating from computer engineering, what working world can they enter?
Computer engineering department graduates have wide range of job opportunities in private and public sectors. Computer engineering offers hardware engineering and software development, each which drive computing advances in industry ranging from aerospace to healthcare. He can work as a system engineer, system programmer, design engineer, programmer, project manager, information technology specialist, network manager, network administrator. They can work in information center of different organizations. They can take part automation of different industry factories where we are using digital technology. Yeah. Job of computer engineering graduates are very wide, very
Mhm.
wide. But this is some example which I bring here.
Mhm. Thank you.
That's all about it.
Thank you for your answer. I believe it's very instructive for prospective students as well as current students, those who haven't yet planned for their career. I believe it's very instructive for them to get such answers from someone with your expertise, so that they can be better guided in order to choose their jobs. Um, Related to this again, sir, do you get a lot of students who come to you for advice outside of classes? Are you available to students whenever they need some help or assistance?
Of course, I have connection with most of my students. I am keeping contact with my students with email, telephone. They asking reference letter. I try to offer my help in their academic careers. Sometimes they are coming to Cyprus. They are visiting our university. They are asking for my advice. I offer my help in the solution of different problems. I am offering some research perspective for them. And I try my best to help these students. Every time my email and telephone open for them.
It's very nice. I believe everyone will be very happy to hear that our dear professor is open for communication. And I believe it's not only you. It's you are also reflecting the mentality of faculty members and departmental staff as well, because if the departmental staff is open to listen to students, to help them, even to a point of assisting them with their career after they have graduated. This is something very positive to show that Nearest University is able to help their students, not only on campus, but also once they need us for something related to their career. We are always here to help them. Um, Something now related to this new pandemic, I believe with someone from your expertise, you're going to be able to give us more information because with the COVID-19 pandemic, we have now resorted to computers. Computers have become the newest essential part of our life, aside from the mobile phones, obviously. But computers now are being used for classes, for work, for everything. So based on the university university context, what can you tell us about the online teaching, online learning? How was this transition for you, for your department?
It is very interesting topic, online class. Students who enroll in online classes at computer engineering department are expected to actively participate in class function on regular basis.
Mm.
70 percentage attendance is required for taking exam and passing the course. We are using two systems, Big Blue Button and Google Hangout Meet, for lecturing students. I can say that the attendance of students in each lecture is between 900%. This semester we lectured online courses.
Mhm.
Student can ask an equation, we are answering the equation, try to satisfy the academic requirements. During the lecturing, I am trying to get feedback from the student. From the feedback, I see the students are satisfied with the online education. By this way, we are providing different learning tools, lecture notes,
Mhm.
slides, presentation, videos, lecture records for students. The student can run videos and lecture records and listen to the lectures repeatedly. This is one of the advantages of online education for students.
Mhm.
We are using quiz, exam, homework assignment, midterm final exam, project for the examination of students. I want to mention some advantage of online
Mhm.
learning.
Yes, please.
What student here in this student learn more than they do in traditional courses. But this is uh, have this investigation has been done by IBM companies, and they find that in online learning, students get 2-3 times more information than offline learning. Because online courses give students full control over their own learning. Students are able to work at their own speed. They can be faster. They are comfortable. They feel comfortable. This is important for students.
Mhm.
And next
Mhm.
one, retention rates higher in online learning. What I told you, attendance near 100%.
Mhm.
You see that. But more engaging multimedia content gives more control over how they take, learn course material, and less likelihood of class clashing.
Mhm.
Online courses have increased student retention rate from 25 to 60%. Next one, online learning requires less time investment. And offline learning generally involves some time for classes to get back to classes, plus time spent waiting for tutors and other students. But online learning typically requires 48% less employed time than offline learning in traditional classroom setting. Next one is we are using more frequent assessment in online learning, and it allows to reduce distraction of students. But this is important attribute which demonstrate advantage of online learning. Well, of course, each one has advantage and disadvantage. Yeah, I specify some of basic advantage of online learning.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's all for this question.
Thank you so much, Professor. Like you said, the statistics are speaking for themselves. The fact that you are giving such amazing statistics, it speaks for itself. The fact that students are now attending classes more, it proves that this is something that is being accepted and adapted to by students. It's very nice to see this, and what we are now living in the future. Computers have now become our best friend, and it's nice to see that students are adapting to the situation as best as they can, and it's giving us it's making us live in a situation whereby professors are giving their best and students are giving their best back as well. It's very nice to see this. um, Professor, before we conclude this session, maybe do you want to add something about your department, or any advice, or anything in general to students, even maybe regarding this situation right now? Anything that you want to advise those who are watching us and those who will watch the video later?
Oh, of course, we welcome new student, undergraduate and postgraduate student to explore a wide range of exciting educational and research opportunities offered by our department. We have C labs, electronics, electrical circuit, digital logic lab, microprocessor labs. We have 4 C labs. We also have 2 research labs for students. This is robotic labs, artificial intelligence research lab, and we have 4 high-performance computer. Using this lab, they can have a different project and solve problems. This is important. And next one, I want to say that our department has ASIN diplomas. In 2015-16, we have accredited by ASIN, which headquartered in Germany, Europe, Center of Europe, and our undergraduate and graduate programs are accredited by ASIN. It is very important. Educating students is main objective of our department. We believe that this way to achieve this is to expose our students to the important creation being researched by our faculty. Demonstrate the research our department. We strive involve undergraduate students in team projects and encourage research. We offer different projects of the student for their research interest, for their future career. Different research projects have been already designed by our students. These are robot, helicopters, solar cars, soccer robots, different image recognition tools, software. This project promotes cooperation and team-based problem solving, exposing students the best engineering practice that are invaluable for any successful career choice. We offer good learning medium for students in our department. We would like to welcome new undergraduate and postgraduate students. That's all about this question.
Thank you, sir. Indeed, accreditation is one of the biggest concern of students, especially given that we have a lot of international students who are choosing our university. So, thank you for having mentioned about the accreditation as well. And like you mentioned, it's very nice to see that we have labs whereby students can put their knowledge into practice while being at university itself. They have this parallel learning and practice of their knowledge and know-how. They don't need to wait to graduate first and start working and then put their knowledge into practice. It's very nice to see this. Thank you so much, Professor, for having shed so much light today. I believe it was a very instructive and informative session. Thank you so much. I would like to thank you on behalf of the whole team. And it was a pleasure to have you on today's session. Thank you so much. We hope to see you soon again. We hope to see you soon again.
Thank you for the invitation again. I hope our speech, the information I have given about computer engineering and the problems that we have discussed here have been useful for students, for listeners. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Definitely. I believe so too. You're welcome, sir. The pleasure was ours once again. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So now I will just mention about the application procedure for our university. It's very simple. You can just contact the university, our online application unit, at the email address which is going to appear on the screen right now, info@neu.edu.tr. I repeat, info@neu.edu.tr. You will just send your email, send your queries to the email address, and the officers are going to reply you and assist you accordingly. Till next session, keep safe, stay well, and don't forget to check our social media, Facebook page as well as Instagram page for next week's programs. We have weekly sessions, and I will wait to see you next week for the next session. Let's be connected. Don't forget. See you soon.